Boom. Boom. Okay, how's that? Is that any better? I'll turn you up, Eddie. Is that any better now?
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Can you hear us?
What's happening, Matthew? Give me just a minute. I want to make sure everything's working. And I see talking, but I hear nada. Give me just a few seconds. You want to pull it up? They should be able to hear everything. Yep. Okay. There you go. Perfect. All right. So in 2 minutes, we're going to... wow, that was really loud.
You can hear me sipping?
I could hear you sipping.
Oh, hi, yeah.
Slurping. Perfect. All right. So, perfect. I'm glad I was in here.
That would have not been good.
Yeah, no audio.
Yeah.
Boom. So what happened?
No one's in here to listen to me and Matt. You're
fine. You're fine. We got 90 seconds to go. So all that important stuff I was telling you, we are on flight 1A of Danielle's $150,000 birthday bash, $500 buy-in. We have 62 entries today. Registration just closed. We're in level 9, 40K starting stack. The blinds right now are 1,000, 2,000 with a 2,000 big blind Annie, 30-minute levels. And we're going to stream every flight, A and B today at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., C and D tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., and then Saturday, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., E and F. Play down to 10%. Resume play on Sunday at 1 p.m.
That's correct.
Every time you bag...
you will take your biggest bag to day 2, which starts at 1 p.m. So for each additional bag, you will get a $3,000 bonus.
That's huge.
That's a big...
That's a huge bonus. Now, I'm not normally a fan of buyback stacks.
Yeah.
When we did it in the Summer Jam, it was a $1,000 buyback stack, and nobody even attempted it. And I said...
Gotta juice it up.
Yeah, I said $1,000 is not enough incentive. You know, you have to have more than 2x your buy-in to make it worth it. And they told them... All right, let's go with 3,000. Whoa, that's too much, but it's great for the players. You're going to get a huge buyback stack. I'm going to jump over to the live.
We're just a few minutes away from action going underway from Dallas, Texas. Welcome to program Dallas Live.
So I'm going to turn this way down because that table mic is super loud. I don't know. Talk to them. All right. So you can see we moved the table over, and they were not ready. So they didn't have a dealer for us. They didn't have anything. So I hit go and jumped in. I'm like, okay, guys, where's the button? What's going on? This was all 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, so we were just a few minutes underway.
Yep, Craig's running an action tracker. What happened was you're live right now if you go in there. Craig was running action tracker and his computer updated and restarted. So he was just like, I can't do anything till we restart. And I'm like, all right, we need dealers. We need
chip counts, names.
Chip counts, everything.
Are we doing pictures?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'll see if Craig did it.
Yeah.
So Eugene right there went and grabbed me a button.
Here we go.
So I did not set up the cameras, so we're going to be stuck on this view for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Which is fine. And I don't have an all-in button. And the look at the new graphics.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the new graphics?
It looks like Craig started to get pictures, and then his camera or his computer restarted.
Oh, got it, got it.
So people do not comment on the poor quality of my dealing skills.
I don't think the button and all that's all in the correct spot.
The button should be on 3.
Yeah, it had it.
And
it had Ashley in the big blind, so.
Guess we're playing blind without tracker. Lego. I'm not sure what you meant by that. The tracker's right there. his computer restarted, so he grabbed the laptop. He grabbed a backup computer. So it shows there we've got 27 minutes left in level 9, 1,000, 2,000 with a 2,000 big blind ante. 62 players started this flight, and we have 27 remaining. There's Bart Bogard, Ashley Hines. Oh, yeah, I was going to fix that for Ashley. She wants to be called Action Ashley. Graphics are much cleaner. Thank you, James.
Yeah, we toyed with some graphics and things of that nature when we reset things yesterday.
Man, we spent a lot of time working here yesterday.
Yeah. Last week we had promised we were going to have additional cameras and overhead flop cam.
We have them. We do it. They are physically here.
They are physically here, but when we tried to install the new 8-to-8 port switch, things just did not go according to plan, and unfortunately, we're still stuck on 4 cameras, but they are all here.
Yep.
We're going to have that hopefully installed Monday or Tuesday next week. So the next stream, cast stream, you will see all new additional cameras implemented.
Yes. The tech support guy is out of Australia, so when he can work on it, it's 3 a.m. in Texas. And I didn't want to work till 3 a.m. and then have to come and do this event. So I said, okay, we're just going to put it back to normal, and we will fix it Monday when I come back. I just fixed Ashley's name. Ooh.
And again, we are on a 15-minute delay right now, ladies and gentlemen. So what you're seeing on your screen now has already transpired 15 minutes ago.
Yes.
And we are now heads up in this specific hand, 52K in the pot.
Wow, what a great board for Bart. He raises pre-flop. He bets 5K pre-flop. The blinds are 2-4, or excuse me, 1-2. So he makes it just about 2.5x. Ashley calls. He bets 6,000 with top pair, and then 16,000 with the flush draw on the turn. And she finally lets it go. And now we have a real dealer come in.
There you go, Eric with the background comment.
Boom, boom. There's Buck.
Got Buck. Manning the ship again, Craig running Action Tracker. I'm Eddie Days and Sensation in the booth. And for the meantime, for a little bit, I got Mr. Eric Anderson riding shotgun with me. Going to be having Matt Osborne in the booth with me for an extended amount of time for this flight.
Yep. And
I know Eric's just wanting to make sure. So
making sure everything works good. We've got the audio. And boom, there it is. Now we are 6-handed. And so Mike Tanner, the tournament director, is going to bring in, that looks like Chris Mays, if I recognize that shirt and tattered jeans.
Do you believe people pay for tattered jeans?
I know, right?
I was like, bring me a full pair of jeans and I'll cut them for you.
I'll tatter them myself.
$10.
Let's go. All right, so we got
Barbara under the gun with only has 3 big blinds left, 5K.
Yeah, she's got ace 10 offsuit under the gun. That's a good spot to pick. Jacks.
The Nestor with in the cutoff with Jacks, so rejamming for 30K, about 15, 16 big blinds.
And there we go. Off to the races. Nestor's about a 2-1 favorite.
And let us know in the chat if the audio is okay, the audio on the table mic's okay.
King, deuce, deuce. Okay, now here, you can see right now, he messed up. That's not the correct board. The king is not there. The king was the first burn card. So regardless, she didn't hit her ace and she's out of it. Buck is he got that first burn card too close to the street. Yeah. The flop was actually deuce deuce 7. The turn was 7. The river was not an ace, whatever it was.
Right.
And so.
And here we go, getting in these filled seats in. And again, just a few minutes on your end with the cameras rotating around. When we switch to this new 8-port ATEM switch next week, shouldn't have this problem. We did get the SDI wiring in, so that's probably the hard part.
What do you think about Min's new suit?
I like it. With the vest?
I like the vest.
Yeah.
Looks sharp.
When I get new suits, I'm gonna go with the bow tie and suspenders.
I like bow tie and suspenders. Let's go. Let's go suit shopping next week.
I'm down for suit shopping.
All right, Blake is watching Bart Bogard, he says, on Facebook.
Yeah, I feel like I sound a little muffled also.
Oh, Eric sounds good. Eddie sounds well. Eddie's got a cold. Just kidding.
No, I mean I do. How's that?
Is that better?
Cup, how's that? Better?
It's gonna take about 20 seconds to buffer. As soon as this, there's Big Mike. That's a new tournament director I brought down from Iowa.
And you brought about eight
between eight dealers and
floor
tournament director. ISW has good deals. What's ISW?
I don't know what ISW is. But if you say they have good deals, I think Eric and I are going to go.
I'm in. I mean, you've got me with good deals. I like good deals.
Here we go with our chip count. I like the new graphics. What do you think about the new graphics?
All right. So there's a player called Amandeep
Chima.
That's the 7-seat. Okay. I thought maybe he misspelled Amanda, but no, it's Amandeep. All right.
Chris Mays with Ace King offsuit in the hijack, making it 7.5K. 3.5X gets everybody to the fold. Picks up the blinds. International Suit Warehouse.
And notice that it shows the chip stack along with how many blinds you have left.
Correct.
I love that feature.
Yeah.
International Suit Warehouse. All right.
All right.
I'm going to Google that, and we're going shopping.
Yeah. So for those in the chat, James Warren, Blake Jones, Lego, how do I sound? This is Eddie. Do I sound still muffled? Again, we reinstalled a bunch of this stuff last night.
So Lego says the graphics are the same as another local stream. Ahem. I didn't know that.
I actually didn't know that either.
All right. Well, maybe I should watch the other streams. So I'm swear to God, I didn't copy them. I didn't watch them. The chip stack is tiny on a 1080 screen.
Okay.
You know what? It is tiny. I don't want to be like them. I'm gonna jump into the back side and switch that.
Okay, Lego says I sound better. Good. Thank you very much, Lego. Here we go in a blind versus blind situation. Nestor with Ace-3 offsuit and Adam F with 9-4 suited.
Oh, okay. Because I'm doing something, it might be a little. I'm just gonna quickly grab the first one off the thing so we can get back to the action. If I'd known this was gonna happen, I wouldn't have done it. Installing this new skin took up too much
bandwidth
buffering.
Yeah.
So all right, I'm gonna say use, and I'm gonna exit out of here. Oh yeah, my CPU usage is way high. All right, it's gonna go away. And there's one of my dealers coming back to ask me questions. Mike, I'm busy. Don't ask me questions.
We should just put a lock.
Yeah.
We should put a sign on the door that says streaming in progress. Do not bother.
Yeah. He came back here to ask me what the string was. I'm like, dude, there's 4 guys out there to ask. Don't ask me. All right. I just got a warning message that we use too much stuff. Now our cameras are correct. We got a good look at Chris. We got a good look at... excuse me. Oh,
Thank you, James.
We're both fighting colds. Big time.
Big shout. I know she may not be listening, but big shout out to Kim Stone. Man, going to Target for us, picking up.
What was the bill? $150 in
combined.
medicine?
About 100. No, it was 145 combined.
Oh yeah, I was way off. Not 150. That would have been silly. All right. So in just a few, it'll be 10 minutes because we're on the 10-minute delay. In 10 minutes, we're going to get new graphics up here. You'll be able to see the chip stack size better. I can see it great on my what is this, a 50-inch screen or something? So it looks fine on here, but if you're on your phone, it might be tough. Good point, Lego. Appreciate it. All right, who are you guys rooting for at this table? We got the defending champ Bart Bogard and Action Ashley. We got some new players at the table.
Yeah, Nestor played the satellite a couple days ago. Did a really good job. Snuck in with this. I don't know if this is one ticket. Now tomorrow, couple announcements, fun announcements. I got approval from Danielle and Matt that I could give away free merch.
Starting tomorrow?
Starting this flight.
Starting today.
Starting today. This flight. Now, if you this promo or what have you is available for new subscribers only. So if you are not subscribed yet to any of our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, please subscribe, like, and share.
And Twitch.
Thank you. I was like, I got to write these down.
You're missing one. So This looks like a hand's developing here. We got Chris Mays in the big blind. There's 32K in the pot, so there. I don't know who raised.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the button Jack 10 might have raised, and then
Chris defended this big blind.
A man deep. Oh, fold.
Ooh, if I was Chris, I would have maybe peeled one off with backdoor diamonds, backdoor. What's a backdoor?
You can't just believe him.
Yeah.
That's exploitable, I think. I mean, Chris Mays is a local legend, so I'm not going to question. Maybe he knows Adam better than I do, and just knew that he was in bad shape.
Gotcha, Chris. We'll correct that out. Thank you, Lego. Now, back to that. If you are not yet a subscriber to our YouTube channel, please like, share, and subscribe. You will be eligible for free merchandise. That's going to be anything from T-shirts, hoodies. I think we got these new cool fishing caps. Those are so dope.
Gilligan hats.
Yeah, Gilligan hats. Nice. And I don't know if y'all know this. I made a decision this morning just so we can get closer to the required subscription amount that I will be giving away 5% of my action for either tomorrow's to new subscribers. So
what if they unsubscribe and resubscribe? Doesn't count?
I actually don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, how will we track it? How bad is this for Charles?
Yeah.
He's got pocket kings in the big blind, and it just folds around, and Chris Mays doesn't even complete with 9-4 offsuit in the small blind. He picks up the absolute minimum.
Yeah, one big blind. He picks up his antes. So you will be eligible.
Half a big blind.
Yeah, so you'll be eligible for 5% of my action, giving it away for free. So I will be firing tomorrow's morning's flight and Saturday morning's flight. So if I'm making bag day 2, any new subscribers? Look, we just picked up 5 subscribers just because of my announcement. Look at that.
Look at that. Bing, 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 bing. They all want that free money.
Yeah. Like and subscribe, share.
Hey, speaking of firing, Chris Mays it looks like he just purchased a $500 satellite seat from somebody. I didn't know who that person was.
Okay.
But great idea. If you could, we had so many satellites.
Right.
We had so many people. I think it was like 97 people qualified through satellites.
Pretty close to 100. So we already going into.
We got a third of our guarantee.
Yeah, we have about 42,000. Yeah, 42,000 already in the prize pool, guaranteed, give or take. So, if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and you want to take a shot at a $35,000 guaranteed first place prize on a $150K guarantee, come down here. $500 buy-in, $420 of that going to the prize pool. Let's make a bet. Last time we had a bet. What do you think the prize pool is going to be, Eric? I already took Craig out for his dinner, so we'll put dinner on the line.
All right. So it's a 150 guaranteed with 430 of the 500 going to the prize pool. I think I would set the line at 310.
310.
Thank you, Michael Kelly, saying the graphics looks good.
I'm going to go 285. So we'll do
285.
So
all right.
285.
So under.
Here we go. Both players have ace turning ace.
Wow.
Action Ashley with a bad kicker.
Yeah, she's got some opportunities on that river card, which is a 6, and did not get there.
Nestor picking up some blinds. Now bumping up to 40 big blinds. Action Ashley down to 33 big blinds. So Ashley, no stranger to DFW Poker, no stranger to live streams. So thank you, Ashley, for coming out and supporting us. Let us know who you were rooting for in the chat.
How about this? Just for fun, what do we have to give away?
It's kind of like up to my discretion.
Okay, let's do this. Right now,
Bart's mom in the chat saying, Michelle Bogart saying, let's go. Defending
BB
champion.
And AA, let's go. I want to, let's pick a player. Or let's do this. When the stream comes up, between every hand, the chip counts come up. When this stream ends in 2 hours, who are the top 3 in order going to be?
I don't even know who's on the outer table, so that's...
No, it doesn't matter. It's just here. So, like, let's say I say Bart, Ashley, Chris. Chris Mays, Bart, and I say that in order, for example. And I'm right, then I win. Now, it might be... And just those 3 in order. Like, if Joe Blow comes in from table 6 and he's number one, that doesn't count. So,
Gotcha.
And they're 2, 3, 4, or they're 2, 5, 7,
Okay.
or whatever. If my people are in the correct order,
I got you.
I win.
Based off this table or who's remaining? Because now we have like 25
because we don't
players.
know anybody else.
Right.
So it'll just be this table.
Let's go Bart Bogard.
Do you have your phone on you? I'm gonna snap a picture of that.
Yeah.
Snap a picture of this leaderboard when it pops up.
Yeah.
I don't know where my phone is.
Oh, I'm gonna miss it I think I'm gonna miss it.
You got 10 seconds. We got a clock right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get it. You got
I know.
10 more seconds. Snap it. Bink.
Got it.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
So we got Amandeep, Bart, Charles, Chris Mays, Adam, Nestor, and Action Ashley. So you pick Lego Wednesday. They had me by my real name. Okay.
What is your real name? I thought your name was Chris Lego.
I thought it was also. That's what I would have put. So put down out of those 6 people.
Eric is picking, and Ed's picking, and I'm gonna take a picture of this. Oh, here you go. Chris Mays and the Hijack Raising Jacks, 8.5K, slightly big sizing. Nestor with King 9 and Diamonds in the big blind, very standard defend from the big blind if he chooses to defend.
What name aptly? All right.
Nestor completing, making the call. Going to go heads up to the flop.
So Chris makes it 8,500. That's a 4.
Nestor going to check.
King. Wow, good check, Nestor. Chris has only got to be afraid.
Yeah,
of the king.
Oh, it's not my Facebook name. Wait, Lego's your Facebook name? I'm so confused. It's going to be check
All
here.
Right.
Nestor's probably going to lead the river here.
Yeah, he's there's 50K in the pot. I'd say 10K. Oh,
he just checked.
Yeah, he was just trying to get a bluff through.
Yeah. Definitely probably missed some value there. Probably could have bet maybe half pot, 60% pot to maybe get a hand like
20K.
Yeah. I mean, you can maybe go anywhere from 40 to 60% a pot to get some value.
Yeah, I'm calling that if I'm Chris with 2 jacks and only 1 overcard on the board.
Right. I mean, if there's a board of king or queen, ace or king, then you can definitely lay it down.
When it comes out ace, king, queen, then you can fold. But when it's just a king, 6, 2, 4, 7, I'm not. I like my jacks in that.
Yeah, especially when he checks back turn.
I'm gonna go deep Bart Charles. Just be boring.
Okay, deep Charles B. You're gonna go first. Him.
Yep. I'm just taking 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Who's second? I'm gonna go Bart. Wait, I'm sorry. Who'd you pick?
I don't know.
All right, hold on.
I just read off the top 3 names. You know, Vegas style. Just go with the favorites.
Yeah. Action Ashley, we're gonna make a move. Oh, there we go.
Wow. Oh, I was like, what's happening? Oh, wow. Now we got all new graphics.
What do you think about that?
This is new to us. I'm not changing it, so I hope you like it.
I'm not actually liking it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
All right, we'll change it at break.
Yeah, we'll change it at break for sure.
I just didn't want to be like the other guys.
Yeah.
Arma, Bart, Chris.
So I'm going to go
Here, in just a second. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right, I'm going to go Amandeep, Bart, Charles B.
Okay, I'm going to go Bart, Charles B, and Action Ashley. She's going to come back.
I love the comebacks.
So Bart, who did I say? Amandeep.
Amandeep,
Yeah,
and then Action Ashley. I don't actually know Amandeep.
I don't either.
I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
So you're going Bart.
10%, Nick. 10% are going to bag tonight. So we have 62. That rounds down to 60, which is 6. So 6 players are going to like. I like those suited graphics, but the stack size are still tiny. Yeah, you're right. The stack size is tiny. I'm going to fix this stuff when we can play with it later. I don't want to do it in the middle of our stream. So, yeah. Tale full of local tournament grinders, poker ski.
Yeah, here we go. 43 viewers in the chat. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
With Chris Mays flopping trips with an ace kicker. He was not the original pre-flop aggressor, or maybe he was. I'm not sure.
Chris does raise to 5K. Nestor called 5K on the flop.
Okay,
It goes check. Nestor bets out 9K, and Chris just calls. He's playing it very sneakily.
See what sizing he's going to use on the
There's
river here.
45K in the pot. 15. It doesn't matter because it's not getting called at all.
15, 20K to try to get, maybe get
he did bet 15K. That's a good bet, Chris. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, about a third pot trying to get maybe value from a pocket pair, maybe specifically targeting a jack, maybe some lowering pocket pairs, pocket sevens, pocket nines.
Yeah.
Even an overpair.
I like the multi-colored cards. I like the 4-color cards.
I do not like them.
You don't?
I don't like them.
It's so easy to not get a flush misrepresented.
Yeah. Online, I tried that for a little bit. I was playing on ACR and I tried it. I wasn't feeling it. So you said the poker house there's kind of like wonky in the top left corner, but
it is.
And we'll mess with it. We're just trying some new neat stuff here. And again, I think we have about 24, 25 left in this flight, started with 62. So again, for those of you just new, we've had a number of viewers in the chat just jump in. We are streaming Flight A of Danielle's 150K birthday bash with a first place minimum of 35K. And we are well on track to blowing that guarantee out of the water. Oh, yes. Even before we started Flight A, we had $42,000 already in the prize pool due to the satellites.
Just crushing.
Yeah, we put on the past month or so. Again, we have about 24, 25 players in this specific flight, looking to have a ton more in these later flights. And again, 30-minute blinds, $500 buy-in, get a starting stack of 40K.
Do you know a man deep right here with all those chips?
I don't. I'm not familiar with who he is.
There's a lot. We had 17 new players to the club, new members signed up before noon.
Well, I know there is a friend of mine, a guy named Jose. He was playing earlier. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, the action recap, Lego, that's actually only on Heads Up.
Yeah. The chip counts are going to be off considerably because he did not change it to
Big Blind Ante.
He had on standard ante, so he had everybody anteing every hand. I just went in there to put Poker House Live on the banner and saw that he did not have that fixed. So that's and that's because we were rushed at the end because his computer was restarting as he was entering names, which is also the reason Bart's the only one with this picture. I'm going to go out there now. I'm going to put Matt in here, and then I'm going to go take pictures of everybody.
Okay, perfect. So for the meantime, you ladies and gentlemen are just going to be stuck with me in the chat. I'll be moving to the 1 seat. Eric going to be stepping out of the booth. Shortly, we're going to have Matt Osborne joining me in the booth. And again, we will be streaming all flights of this Danielle's birthday bash, 150K guarantee. Just now getting into Flight A. At the close of registration, Susan Coron is saying, hi, Scott. And here we go with everyone with some decent hands. Again, we are at the level, I believe, 11, where the blinds are 1K, 2K, 2K. Flop of ace of spades, 8 of spades, jack of diamonds. Action Ashley flopping the best of it with a pair of aces with a 10 kicker. Charles in the 9 seat with the aces as well with backdoor diamonds. Charles picking up diamond draw on the turn. Three of clubs. Going to end up putting a chop pot on there. Action Ashley getting her ace. Maybe trying to bet. The board pairing 3 on the river, forcing a chop pot. All right, I'm going to switch headphones from the 2 seat to the 1 seat. So I'm going to switch these headphones over and switch from the 2 to the 1. All right, I am back on the one seat. Let me know how I'm doing. If you can hear me, how the audio is. Okay, Chris. So the graphics are larger overall. It's hard to tell from the booth just because everything is large the way we set it up for the booth. So on your end, I'm not a big fan of this skin. We'll look at some skins on the break. Now, on the next break, we will quote unquote end this stream and then start a new stream for the back half of this flight. And what do you guys think about putting all the hold cards on there? I'm indifferent. I know some of the players that are more grinders that do this on a more regular basis don't like it. So, something we're trying for this flight, something we tried for the past week. We'll see. I was like, well, because I turned on the. Now I'm turning on my mic. Thank you, Don. Okay, so everybody likes the graphics, so maybe we'll stick with this. Take a poll. And again, if you are not subscribed to any of our social media platforms, right? That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. For any, oh, here we go. We got nice little hand developing. Adam F. 76K, flopping trips. Joining me in the booth, Mr. Matt Osborne. You're going to get settled in here real quick. What do you think about the new? Oh, let's get him squared up. All right, do a mic check, Mr. Matt Osborne.
Hello.
Sounds good.
All right, I need a booster seat, and then I'm ready to go.
Yeah, what's it called as well? So we changed the graphics in the middle of this flight. Let us know what you think about it, Matt.
All right, I can't wait to see.
Right there.
Look at the red and the black.
Fancy.
Ooh, this pops. I like this.
And then see when it comes around with people in their whole cards.
This is great.
So again, for all those viewers that are in the chat, like, share, subscribe to all our social media platforms, specifically YouTube. We will be giving away eligible merchandise per flight for all new subscribers.
What?
And also, I've let management know I will be firing tomorrow morning and Saturday morning, and then some random winner, assuming I make day 2, will be eligible for 5%. I'm giving away 5% to new subscribers, so let's get it in there.
All right, let me go on and make sure I'm subscribed.
Yeah. And you can't unsubscribe and resubscribe. And I don't know how I can check for that. Because Eric asked me that question. Needs a little more volume to balance.
Oh, there we go. Or let me get the mic closer to me.
Yeah. How's that?
Let us know if that's better. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, so we're gonna kind of take this on the honor system, right?
That's correct.
So a little bit. We're gonna trust you guys. We're the best members of anywhere else.
I don't know if you can. I don't know how YouTube works from an algorithm perspective if you unsubscribe and subscribe. So
yeah, I don't know either. But really, I want to believe the best in people.
Yeah.
So I like to go with that way of thinking.
Yeah. Thank you, TQB318.
Yeah.
Thanks. A nice look.
I completely agree. I'm enjoying this. It looks so clean.
I actually said I didn't like it, but since everybody said they liked it, we're just gonna keep it on. So
That's very agreeable of you.
What do you think so far? Flight 162 entries.
Have you been out in the room?
I have not. I've been in here for a bit now. So
The room is an absolute fireball of energy. I am loving today. You know, I love any kind of event that we have, so I always get excited. I'm easily excited, but there's so much great camaraderie going on in the room that it's so much fun just to walk around the floor. At last check, we have like 8 cash tables going.
8 cash tables?
So
on a Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock?
This is a wonderful day.
Yeah.
And we haven't even hit the second flight yet.
Yeah. And here we go on a monotone board. Ace high. Oh, and Adam getting there with the Queen of Hearts. Nestor also having a heart himself.
Oh, look at this. We have Ashley and Bart on the same table.
Yeah.
Terrell, thank you. I agree. I think these graphics look so much better. I'm digging this. I like the black on red. It's Poker House colors. It looks clean.
Wow. What a bad card, too. Adam in the big blind on the blind versus blind scenario. Having the Queen of Hearts is, I mean, obviously has a nut flush. Probably trying to target maybe like Jack of Hearts, 10 of Hearts, 9 of Hearts. Well, 9 of Hearts on the board. So 6 of Hearts is going to make it tough for Nestor to call because he's double buried turn in river. use a small sizing on the turn, but betting about 40% pot on the river. Nestor with a nice laydown there.
Which makes perfect sense,
Yeah.
yeah. No, this is great. 62 entries in the first flight.
Yeah.
I'll take this all day long on a Thursday.
And I was telling the viewers, we've given away approximately 100 satellite states. There's already $42,000 in the prize pool of the 150K. So that's got to get you guys excited here at Poker House.
So we doubled the last event.
Yep.
Which sets a high bar.
Yep.
So now we kind of have the expectation going into this that we should double every event.
Right.
So even when we set the 150, we've been talking this whole week that we're counting on it being at 300.
Right. So we have Eric is betting on 310 for, I think 315 is what he said. We're betting dinner.
Ooh.
So then I said 285.
I'll say 277.
277.
And
okay.
I hate to be the pessimistic one.
No. Matt's going 270. It's dinner. So 277.
Dinner where?
Somewhere reasonable. We're not going to
All
go
right.
like Saltgrass. Something
Okay.
like that.
That I can handle.
That price point.
Yeah.
Right. So
if you
Matt's
hit me with like Bob's Chop House.
first of all, I don't even know where that's at. So
the home of the $200 steak.
okay. Oh my gosh. I'm about to raise my pricing on Alliance. All right. Lego saying fix the stack size. Yeah, we're working on that. Eric just jumped in here because last night we tried to install this 8-port. It just didn't work out, so we went back to the 4-port switch, and he just wanted to make sure everything was kosher and everything was good to go in terms of the audio, in terms of the live stream itself going. And so Matt was already scheduled to be in here with me, but we just wanted to make sure. I think Eric was going to just sit in here for 20, 30 minutes just to eyeball the camera, eyeball the audio, make sure we're good to go. And it looks like we're good to go. I think now he's going out there and fixing the chip counts, getting everybody's name. So,
Oh, there's our VPIP. One of our favorite stats here in the booth. Doesn't matter what the game is. We can see Adam F, 52% VPIP.
yeah. And it looks like they're about seven-handed here. So the shorter you are on your table, you can open up your ranges a little more. Mm-hmm. And so, you don't want to get too wide. So the purpose, obviously, everybody wants to make it to day 2. So we're taking 10% to day 2 with the restart starting at 1 p.m. Currently, blind levels at 1.5K, 2.5K for the big blind, and the 2.5 big blind ante. Okay, everybody's liking the graphics. So you know what? I will defer to you guys. We do this live stream for you. So whatever you guys want, we'll get to a certain extent, right? But
now go wild. Put the request out there. Let's see what it is.
yeah,
I like it. We like to accommodate.
So again, subscribe to all our social media platforms. Let's see. Let's check to see how many so far we have.
Pre-flop raising. Action Ashley is leading the pack at 23%.
So here's the cool thing. 2 days ago, we had about 533. We're at 558 right now.
Nice.
So I'm hoping by the end of the tournament, we'll be at like 700, 750. And we're really close to monetizing.
There we go. So if you didn't know, we need to get to 1,000. If you've got friends that like poker and they haven't been watching the stream, please urge them to go on, subscribe to us, send it out, forward it, share it, like it. The more that you interact with us, both in the chat and just interacting with the stream, thumbs up, watching it, it all helps the algorithm. It all pushes it up for people that search poker streams. Ours will go further up and we'll get more people to subscribe.
Yes, sir.
If we get to 1,000, then we can add in more toys. It'll monetize the stream for us, and then we can start upgrading things to make it even more professional looking.
Yeah, I think while the past couple of days while we were trying to get this set up, and obviously, unfortunately, not working. So we still plan, we had talked about, let's talk about this hand. Adam with trip jacks going into the turn, having 94% equity in this hand. I'm in deep in the 7th seat on the button. A pair of 5s. Let's see if this goes to the river. It does go to the river. Adam's going to lead out 20K in the pot of 35K, about 70% pot, 65 to 70% pot. Chris Mays with pocket deuces is going to fold, and Adam's going to take down the pot. Scott Gordon, thank you for joining the chat. Giving a shout out to Miss Susan. There you go. You see Mr. Eric Anderson on the action tracker.
The almighty himself.
Yeah, getting everything squared up. Getting pictures, everybody. Getting chip counts accurate. Very successful first flight. Do you remember how many we had in the first flight for the summer bash? I think it was like 40 something. I think there was only 4 or 5 that made D2.
I don't remember. I'd be lying to say.
And I will be in the booth all day today. Going to fire tomorrow's morning flight. Day 2 is Sunday at 1 p.m. restart. So, Scott, 2 flights a day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Flight 1 of each day is at 10 a.m. Flight 2 is at 4 p.m.
And just to reiterate, so tomorrow when you fire, once again, you're offering up 5% of your action. So if you cash.
No. So only 5% to new subscribers.
And that's the important detail.
Yeah. So if
must be a subscriber. Yeah. Is it to YouTube or to
you? Well, to all of our stuff.
There you go.
So if specifically to YouTube. So if you are not yet a subscriber to YouTube, I have admin moderator rights where I can go in and check all this stuff. So I'll be able to see who are newest when they subscribe. So anybody that started subscribing about 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time up to the end of now, this is assuming I make day 2, right? So
big assumption.
Yeah. Oh, Chris gonna rip it.
Look at this.
Gonna put Bart in a tough spot.
So this is a bold play.
Yeah, I
look
like
at that.
Hey.
He knew his hand had very little showdown value. What a way to represent and use the strength of a stack. Solid play.
Yeah. So flights start at 10 and 4 p.m. Day 2 restart 1 p.m. 30-minute blinds. Here's our aggression frequency. Again, with us being 7-handed at this table, looking to see a lot of players getting more into hands as they open up their ranges.
And it's a $40,000 starting stack or $40,000 in chip starting stack. Yep. And the best part of this whole tournament for me is the ability to multi-bag with a multi-bag bonus.
Yep. We've talked about the $3K for that additional bonus bag.
$3K.
So you could almost make final table money if you bag 3 or 4 times.
That's it.
Right.
Let's go. Bag them up. What is the date of day 2? Day 2 starts, Scott, on the 23rd. So this Sunday, the 23rd, coincidentally will go down in history as Danielle's birthday. It is officially her birthday that day, so even if you don't make day 2 and you just want to come celebrate with us, come on down. So bring gifts, bring prizes, bring yourself. Just bring a great attitude and enjoy the day with us. We're going to be acting silly, acting a fool for Danielle's birthday on Sunday. You're welcome.
Nets are under their gun, opening king-queen offsuit, folding to Chris Mays in the cutoff, 3-betting the 26.5K. Pretty big sizing for a 3-bet. Going to put Ashley in a tough spot in the big blind. Can't really call it, king, queen. Yeah, and it's going to get the hand through. Going to get everyone to fold.
We got Buck in the box.
Yep.
One of our favorites here.
And as the tournament goes on, the levels increase and stack depth decrease. You're going to see people's opening sizes, 3-betting sizes decrease relative to their stack to pot ratio. And so, again, it's a pretty big 3-bet from Chris in the cutoff. You being in position, probably going to want to raise 3 to 3.5x. Alexa just want to take down the pot there with pocket 10s. Now, sometimes when I see a 3-bet of that size, it's with a hand that they don't feel comfortable with playing post flop, i.e. hand like 10 jacks. So
makes sense.
Takes down Nesser's original open plus the small blind, the big blind, and the big blind ante.
I've got a close friend, absolutely swears by the strength of Jack 9 suited.
So, I mean, deep in the +1 opening Jack 9 suited. Charles in the cutoff with ace queen. Now, a lot of times I like to use ace queen, especially ace queen off, as a 3-bet bluff. Now, especially 7-handed. I'm in deep on the flop of Jack 10 to 4 with 2 hearts. Going to c-bet his entire range. Does have top pair. Charles flopping a gutter with also backdoor hearts. calls the bet. 3 of diamonds on the turn. Doesn't really do much for anyone. Consider it a blank. Gonna bet 10K into 28K. Oh, Charles still gonna call him.
Wow. Drawing for the gut shot?
Yeah, and doesn't get there.
Unless this is also his plan.
Yeah,
no, I was going
no.
to say, it's just a bluff plan, but.
And I think, deep based off the player profile, an older gentleman, right? When he calls when he calls a raise pre-flop, calls 2 streets on the flop and turn.
Time to slow down?
Yeah, I think Amandeep's going into check call mode right there because, he could have a better jack. He could have a king jack.
Or a heart draw that you can't shake him on, so you need to see the river.
Right. So, Amandeep had enough showdown value where he could just check call, and I think if Charles would have bet the river, he still probably would have called. Maybe not. It just depends. I don't know. Charles doesn't seem like the player profile to bluff raise on the turn, but. Oh, Miss Jarrett boy, how are you doing? It's Eddie in the booth. I'm with Matt Osborne, saying good luck to Bart, Action Ashley, Charles, and Chris Mays. It was good seeing you a few weeks ago. Hope to see you again.
Well, if you're listening to this and you're watching and you decide that this is going to be a good time and this is how you want to join us for a good, fun Thursday night, our next flight begins here in 30 minutes at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
So you'll have a 4-hour registration window to get in. If you find yourself watching this at work when you're not supposed to be, make your way here. You can still enter before the end of registration on the second flight.
And even if you're not supposed to watch at work, just do it on the down low.
That's what headphones are for.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get anybody fired, but.
No, we don't want that.
Jared, ask a question, man. I can't answer this question. You want to come in the booth, Jared?
Uh-oh.
I'm firing tomorrow and Saturday.
Look at that.
Jared, are you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Because if you're not, we're giving away free merch, and I'm giving away 5% of my action.
And this isn't ambiguous, right?
Yeah.
When are we giving away the first free merch?
I don't know.
Oh.
I didn't think that one through. I just asked permission if I could give away free merch without thinking about the logistics
there you
of
go.
it.
So this is boothing 101, where you're never supposed to put your counterpart on the spot.
It's okay. It doesn't bother me. Here we got some hands developing. Action Ashing the cutoff with 10-9 suited. Bart Bogart with ace-queen suited. Charles with pocket eights. Adam with pocket fours. With the exception of Deep, everybody has a little bit of something.
I like all of these hands, actually, at some point or another in my range.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a hand that Bart would 3-bet with.
Yeah.
But again, from the open coming from Charles,
it slows you down.
Yeah, and being in position, even though Ashley called, you still have, enough equity in this hand to definitely see a flop. Now we're going 5 ways to the flop on a monotone board with all hearts.
Oh, wow.
So let's see how these players navigate this. This is definitely a flop multi-way that you don't really want to be betting into. Now, Charles was the original pre-flop aggressor. See if he c-bets here. Going to be tough with action behind with Bart and Ashley.
Jared, we see your comment. You got your OG hoodie still, which is awesome. We all have the same. We keep rocking them. But now we've got the 2.0. So if you haven't been up to the room in the last, 3 days or so, we've rolled out 2.0 on merch. So we've got a little bit of a different look. They've got an emblem that runs down the left sleeve, I believe.
This new stuff is dope.
It's super crisp.
Like the fishing hats and the shirts and the long sleeves are like super dope.
Right. We've got beanies now. We got bucket hats in different colors.
About the beanies.
The beanies are everything when it gets cold,
Yeah.
especially when you have a bald head. Like Buck. It's very important.
Buck got a big head, though. I don't know if that beanie fit on his big head.
Buck's got a big smile. He
That's
needs a
true.
big head.
I love Buck. That Buck is.
He's a joy to be around. There's never a time that you don't want to be around Buck. I promise.
On this flop, this monotone board, Charles, the original pre-flop aggressor, checking Bart with top pair, bidding 16K into 33K. Going to get a call from Charles. Going to go heads up to a turn. Brings in a king of diamonds. Look for this turn to go check, check.
Yeah. Ooh. With so many draws, I don't know if I would like the check here. I think I'd like to see a little bit of pressure applied.
Yeah, let's see if Bart's going to barrel again. He only has 28 million. It's going to check. They're very wise here. Has enough showdown value.
Oh.
Wow. And I think Charles should bet for value here based off the check. Oh, and he rips his whole stack, 39K into about 70-something K.
Yeah.
So you were looking at about 45% pot. Had a stack to pot ratio of about 0.5, give or take.
Captain Under Pairs, we see. Save you a 2X hoodie. We've got them in stock. Right now, we've got red in the club. And here, if not this weekend, then next week. But I think sometime this weekend, we're also going to have black hoodies and, I believe, white. So we'll have color options coming up.
So I'm putting Captain. His real name is Robert. So hold on. And Bart with a good fold there.
Yeah.
Just doesn't see.
There's so much that beats you right there, though.
And a one pair holding, not even having the top pair.
Yeah.
That's just too much of a wet board to make that call with a one pair.
I totally agree.
Especially against that specific player profile. So.
And he's got to protect that stack as best he can now.
Fortunate for Charles to get there on the river. Unfortunate for Barth there, but still has enough chips.
All right, so let's do this. Let's think of a contest that we can run for the 4 o'clock. So 4 o'clock, we're going to give away a T-shirt. So let's go with a T-shirt giveaway. We've got multiple sizes, different colors, so we'll have options.
Rounder, I actually don't ever sell action. That's my personal thing. I don't sell action. I like to have my own action, but just for this stream and just for fun, just to get subscribers, just to kind of, build our YouTube. Excuse me. I'm giving away 5% action just for fun. So, but I appreciate it.
So please, please, please go out there and subscribe.
Poker's, yep, good fold by Bart. Bart's definitely a tournament crusher. He's actually our defending quote-unquote champ from the Summer Bash from this.
Not just the Summer Bash.
Yeah.
He took second in the free roll previously. Yeah.
So Bart, known in the DFW, not even just in the DFW area, just right everywhere, really. Oh,
Bart is making waves.
Yeah. Adam here flopping trips with King Jack after having King Jack on the button.
Oh, we got our next dealer coming in. So
got
Mr. Brian, Big Brian himself. He is no stranger to the stream. No stranger to streams in general.
Here are pre-flop stats. Chris Mays, Action, Ashley, and Adam at a 20% above. I'm in deep, who came to this table as the original chip leader with the lowest pre-flop raising percentage.
Okay. This is great. Okay, so we're trying to think of a quick contest that we can throw together. So, again, in 25 minutes, and I want this to be some participation. So it's going to come from the comment section. If you are not commenting currently, please go ahead and log in to YouTube and join us, or however it is that you're viewing, whether it be Facebook,
Twitch.
Right.
The three streaming platforms that we use are Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. The majority of it coming from YouTube. So
let's do this. This is going to be a nice, simple question to start off with, and we'll get harder as the stream goes.
Oh, my goodness. I am not a big fan of guessing games.
All right, so 4 o'clock. We want to see the guesses between now and 3:59.
Okay.
What is going to be the remaining number of players in Flight 1 exactly at 4 o'clock?
Okay, so
the closest without going over. Price is Right rules.
All right, so there's 22 players left right now in this flight from your perspective, from you, the
from
viewers.
The live.
Let us know how many players you think we're going to lose in the next 23 minutes.
That's right. So give us the total remaining players that will exist in 23 minutes. We have 22 now, so how many will be left at 4 o'clock?
So it's going to be 23 minutes on the stream or 23 minutes live?
Live.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, okay. 23 live. So it's going to be a little bit of a tell.
Yep.
We'll be fast-forwarding the future a bit. Oh, and the guests come in. This is quick.
Okay, so I got to write this down. At last tournament, I did.
Look at this.
I did a contest, and I didn't write it. I did a who's gonna on the final table pick your top 3 kind of thing in order, and then literally everybody could participate. I was like, I gotta write all this stuff down.
Now I see why we have a pad. Wow, this is great.
Lil Boats, we are streaming every flight.
Every flight.
At the close of registration. So One of the things we're trying to accomplish here at Poker House, with regards to our live stream, when you compare us to other rooms across the nation, a lot of these rooms specifically stream high stakes cash or just the final table.
That's right.
Of tournaments. We want to stream everything. We want to give everybody the opportunity to be on the live stream, get their few hours of fame,
Right.
so to speak. And with this tournament going on, it's going to give a lot of players the platform to play a live stream, even if it's for 30 minutes and they bust. So pretty neat what we're going to do. And again, most tournaments, you're not going to see all flights streamed. One of the things we decided to do with our last tournament is streaming all our flights. So yes, to answer your question, the long roundabout way, we are streaming this evening flights as well as all flights in day 2. So I need to catch up with these numbers. I got Cup with 17, Donna with 20, Gerald with 19,
Rosie or Rocio was 18. Poker Ski is 15.
Poker Ski.
Yeah, look at this. I like all the participation.
I
Keep it
know.
going, guys.
Poker Ski with 15. Aaron Cherry with 19.
Eric R. from Godly at 400. There's going to be 19 left. Or at
Okay.
4 o'clock, 19 left.
Eric at 19.
Jim Coyle says 16. Cody Story says 21. And Mr. Saldana himself, doubling down on this plan, says the winner should get a new piece of merch.
For the record, I ran this by Adam. For the record, I ran this by Danielle and Matt before I went.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Whoa, we just updated.
Hey, yeah.
Wow, that was a lot that just came in.
Okay. Oh no, sometimes it refreshes.
Oh, okay. I got excited. All right, Glenda says 14.
Okay, Glenda.
Glenda Mays. Yep.
Believe that's
Mr. Chris's mother.
correct. Cody's changing it 15.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun. I got to.
You said 15 now, Cody? From 21? Okay.
Oh, he adjusted.
Okay.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of spending a afternoon with Glenda on the table playing poker in Rockwall at one
Okay.
point.
Yeah, I want to make that tournament, but the problem with it being on a Saturday, we stream. So I'm usually in the booth on Saturday for that BPIP game or the bigger cash games or the final table. So.
And I don't know if the viewers and the listeners are aware. I know I say it from time to time. When you say you're usually in the booth, you are unpaid volunteer that just does this because you're passionate about being a part of the stream team.
Yeah, that's fun. I enjoy it. I am going to fire tomorrow and fire Saturday, so you're going to have to find a replacement for me. Hopefully I make a deep run.
It seems like a fair exchange.
Yeah.
So
Going through 3 ways to the flop here. Not much of anything for anybody. Charles with the best hand with king high, backdoor, spades.
No, nobody's connected. It's wide open to be stolen.
Gonna bet 7K into a pot of 20K, 1/3 pot. Oh, and I like the move from the. Now here's the thing. Looks like Adam completed from the big blind with this specific can 10-5 offsuit. This board is a better board for the big blind defending range.
It absolutely is.
So he has all the 8s here. He has all the pocket pairs, the 6-7 suited, the 5-6 suited, those type of hands. So nice little check raise there by Adam. Going to take down the pot, pick up about 20K. Now going to be sitting at 228,000 up to 91 big blinds.
That's right.
So you see there again, this is on a 10-minute delay. Again, we're usually on a 15, 20-minute delay. The only reason we want a 10-minute delay for this specific stream is to make sure that all the audio and video graphics are doing well.
Thank you, Donna. That is one of the graphic changes. So now she says she likes how the flop cards are all on the side and you can see the table action better. I completely agree. I'm really finding myself fixated on this.
Yeah, I get mixed bag reviews on
Seeing
showing
all the horror.
Yeah, you see more of the viewers that watch more from a recreational standpoint liking it. The players that are more the grinders that play
study.
Yeah, that study in the mid stakes don't like it. So and again, it's just a click of a button. So I think maybe for those streams we'll hide them, but maybe for this specific format, giving everybody opportunity to see everybody's whole cards. So
I like it. Well, you know what?
Oh, look at this! Look at this board right here. Amandeep, who's been relatively quiet early, flopping the nut flush, turning the world. Yeah, it's probably not going to get anything out of Adam at this point. It is a blind versus blind spot.
Adam leads out.
Yeah, no, actually, yeah, leads out. Let's see if he's just gonna call or check. Gonna raise here after Adam leads out. I like the lead though from Adam based off a check flop.
Is he grabbing raising chips, or is this a scare tactic?
I don't know.
It's got to be a scare tactic.
Christian, I'll get to your question in just a second after this hand develops. Just gonna have to lay this down. Yeah,
Right.
It doesn't have much of anything. A 0 showdown value and a raise.
Yeah, so let's do a couple of things. So let's add another contest here.
Oh.
And this
Matt
is
with
where
the contest this afternoon on a Thursday afternoon.
I know, I've got more coming. So now we're just kind of rolling with it. With this, we currently have 41 viewers watching.
Right.
So
Between all our platforms.
That's right. So we like having a big audience. It doesn't matter who you're watching on or what the platform is that you're watching on. Help us grow it. So if we get the total viewers up to 100 and above, then we'll give away 3 additional shirts.
Ooh, let's do it.
And we'll do it at random. So we'll figure it out at that point. So I want to see us get to over 100 viewers, and let's give it until 5 o'clock.
Okay, so
Help us grow this to 100 viewers or more by 5 o'clock.
and I'd be lying if I said I don't know how to check all that stuff. So in terms of social media, well, I can see the viewers.
Yeah.
But I know there's a way that here in the booth I have access to YouTube and Facebook.
To see what the aggregate is.
Yeah, no, to see how many people shared and liked and all that stuff. I can't see it from this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It used to be when somebody liked the stream, it would pop up so and so liked the stream or so and so shared the stream.
We don't have that feature right now.
So here's the thing. Remember when we had the audio issue in while you guys were in Vegas and I troubleshot with Eric last Friday for 2 hours? He literally uninstalled everything and then installed everything. So I think maybe when he uninstalled and reinstalled everything, it could have
turned off a few features that might have been on.
It went back maybe to the original settings, the default settings. So
well, we can talk with Eric in between streams.
Yeah.
So before we get to the next flight and we get to that point, we'll find out how to turn that back on. That's a fun feature to have.
Christian, to your question, for the next 14 minutes, there were 62 players total. We're doing a contest to see how many players will be remaining at 3:50. I guess 4 p.m. technically speaking.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. How many of those players will still be remaining? We've had a number. If you're on, well, I think you're on YouTube. So the majority of our responses and guesses have come from the Facebook platform.
Right.
So let us know how many players. As of right now, I believe there's 23, 24. Nick saying he's going to see us Saturday. Look forward to seeing Eric Tierney watching while working.
ET, love it. Thank you. All right, guys. So we're at 42 viewers. So help us grow it. However you got to do it. Call friends, forward it out, share the stream, tell everybody that we're in a contest. We're going to continue finding ways to both make it exciting to tell people to watch and subscribe, and also try and get as much free merchandise into your hands as we can before this tournament is done.
Right. And don't forget, for all new subscribers on YouTube, specifically YouTube, let's just make it clear. For new viewers on YouTube, because we're trying to grow this to 1,000 viewers, I will be firing tomorrow and Saturday morning flights. I will be giving away 5% of my action to not all, because I have none of my action, but I will be giving 5% of my action to a random new subscriber on a random drawing generator. Oh, here we go. Nestor, +1 with ace-6 offsuit, gonna jam 11, 12 big blinds with ace-6 offsuit under the
fold.
+1. Gonna pick up some chips. I'm back to 15 big blinds.
Yeah, these hands are playing fast.
Yeah.
This table does not waste time with their thoughts. I like it. So also, if you haven't made it back to the room in the last 48 hours, come on down. There are some surprises in the room that are brand new. Things that we haven't mentioned yet, and I don't even want to give it away here. So come join us. Come take part in it. See what the surprises are.
I don't even know what the surprises are.
I know. So there's some fun things out there on the cash tables. There's a lot of excitement in the room all the way around, and it's only going to get more exciting throughout the weekend. So, yeah, come on in and join us. See what the excitement is. See what the changes are. See what we've added.
Yeah, and currently we have 8 cash games going on. We have 5 1-2 500 cap games going on with 3 $5 bomb pot tables and a waiting list for a lot. I think on this waiting list, no, they just called their 6 tables. So we're about to have 6 tables.
Nice.
Got a waiting list for 2-5. So for those of you wanting to play 2-5, Eric Turner, you'll be firing tomorrow evening. Unfortunately, I will be here. I will be in the booth tomorrow evening. So.
And can we just say, I'm biased, but this is hands down the best rate-free legal room in all of DFW. And while we love all the other rooms, we love this industry, we love this culture, we love the people that play, we love the operators, we are passionately just thrilled with the way our room has grown. It's taken shape. The team that's involved here is incredible. Man, hats off. Hats off to everybody. There's a lot of hard work that's gone into this to get us to this point.
Yeah, Nick Gwynn saying my recommendation is to send Facebook and YouTube link to DFW. Oh, so there are some Facebook forums that you could share the link to for the stream.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, Nick. I do numbers, and I know how to talk about poker, like all that stuff. I get these young whippersnappers to do it for me, so.
That might have been the widest dance around an age comment.
Yeah, I'm 39.
That I've seen.
I'm also single. We've been joking while you guys were in Vegas. So, as action pops up and there goes significant action. Nestor ripping Queen Deuce suited on the blind versus blind. Going to get action Ashley to fold. Going to try to chip his way up here. And Eric will miss you here, man. Eric saying best team I ever worked with, 100%. I don't deal there much, but blessed place I've ever dealt before. Love the team. Thank you, Eric, for your comment.
Yeah, when you play a lot of different places, I think any poker player that plays around in a particular town or city understands this next comment. But you really start to grow with the community and like the people. It becomes a cheers atmosphere. Right. It becomes a second home.
And you've made that comment before in prior streams when you were in the booth with me.
And that's kind of been the goal the whole time. And it's difficult because you have a lot of rotating players coming in and out. So it becomes a challenge to establish that vibe and that aesthetic in the room so that it exists like that all the time. And I think we finally kind of hit it. So every time you walk in, there is a nice, jovial, comfortable feeling when you walk in, like you're walking into your living room to play a professional game. And I think we're just now even starting to hit our stride. We haven't even peaked at where we could take this.
Relative to a lot of poker players, I've had the opportunity to play in a lot of rooms in Texas, even on the West Coast as well. I'm from Houston, so I've played in pretty much all the rooms there, with the exceptions of the new ones that have recently opened in the past 3 or 6 months. I had the opportunity to play in San Antonio for a couple of weeks, Austin, Round Rock, those rooms. For the growth trajectory that you've had here at Poker House, it's pretty phenomenal and remarkable. Only being open a year and having 8 to 10 tables open on a regular basis in such a short period of time. I've played and visited other rooms that would kill to have that type of growth projection. So kudos to you and Danielle, both co-general managers. I am at some point going to get Danielle McWilliams in this booth. I've been teasing her. She says she is not a booth, audio, whatever, doesn't like to get interviewed, but I'm going to force her to get in this booth at some point during the weekend.
Ooh, challenge.
I put it out there. It's now permanent. So
I think on Sunday when she
has to come in on Sunday. It's her birthday.
Yeah, it's her birthday.
Okay.
So, and she's not going to be in work mode. We're not going to let her. But there's no way that she'll be able to not be here for her birthday tournament. So she's going to be in the room. I'm just going to put it out there now. I think that I would say betting money would tell you that she's going to be coming in probably wearing a boa or a sash, a birthday crown.
Let's go.
And I also am going to predict that she will not be sober throughout the extenuating day of Sunday. So I think she's going to be feeling good and happy and loving all the celebrating atmosphere that the players here. I've already seen people walk up, give her hugs today. So wishing her a happy birthday early. Excited to be a part of this. This is one of my favorite things about this particular tournament because it's been named for Danielle, because we created it in a way that we thought was really going to be fun and bring people out and bring them together. So this is a way to throw a party.
All right, we are 7 minutes away from our little first contest. How many players will be remaining at 4 p.m.? So
ticking down.
Taking names down. I know what the number is. You guys don't because you guys are on a 10-minute delay. Now, usually we run on a 15, 20-minute delay. Again, with us trying to install the new equipment and not working, we kind of went back to the old equipment. We do have the new wiring in there, so everything looks a little more sharper.
We do, yeah. It's crisper.
Crisper, yeah.
It absolutely is more vivid. So it's looking good. We have many upgrades coming. I know we promised them before the tournament started, but like all things, there was some technical difficulty in trying to upgrade the new equipment, and we didn't want to not have a stream on time. So instead of spending the time troubleshooting and getting all the new equipment to talk to each other properly, Eric actually stayed very, very late.
I was with Eric till 12:45 in the morning.
Oh, see, the two of you stayed very late.
Yeah, he was we were trying to get in contact. Oh, we got all in action from Nestor with ace-queen suited. The cutoff after an original open from Ashley and the hijack gets it through. Nestor getting all of his chip, going all in, picking up chips and chipping up a little bit. So now over 20 big blinds. Now with that stack depth, even though he only has 20, you don't necessarily have to push fold. A lot of players think that when you have 20, 25 big blinds, you automatically have to shove a hand like ace-queen suited. You can open call a rejam or open fold depending on where you're at. So still in a good spot having 20 big blinds.
Nick is asking how many Saturday entries into Poker House projected get into this tourney.
97.
Yeah, so we had 97 total, not counting all the flips that we can still do today. If you want to take part in a flip, there is a no-fee flip going on, $50 a person, 10-handed, equals $500. So 100% of the flip goes straight into the entry, so straight into the event. But we have 97 total, and I believe at last check we had 17 of the 97 enter Flight A. Yep, so we are 5 minutes away. Get your picks in. Remember, you are trying to judge how many remaining players are going to be still in this Flight A tournament at 4 o'clock. So we've got a T-shirt on the line. We're also asking everyone, please share, like the stream, subscribe to it, give us a thumbs up, interact, give us comments. What do you like? What do you not like? What are you enjoying about this tournament?
Eric, I think I already have, unless there was another Eric in this chat that said that number. I'll go scroll up.
Let's audit the chat.
No, we didn't. I didn't see an Eric.
No. All right. So Eric's down for 19.
But I already had an Eric at 19 earlier, so I don't know if that was him or not.
I think your superpowers are finally coming to full form.
Let's just put Eric again at 19. We have 3 players at 19. Jared at 19, Aaron at 19, Eric at 19. I'm going to scratch it. Oh, Eric, bro, I need you to pick one. Stick to it. Oh, wow. Look, Bart Bogart flopping the wheel.
What? So this happened earlier today.
Oh, did it really?
Bart was, I'm paraphrasing here, so don't quote me on the exacts, but I think he was the 5th one into a hand pre-flop. There was significant action, but it wasn't a whole lot more to him versus his chip stack. So he calls it, and I believe I saw 2-6 that he called with.
Oh, wow.
He flops 3, 4, 5 and gets a ship in front of him.
Gosh.
So absolute dream. He was gifted. Somebody flopped a set of 4s. He was gifted the entire stack and went brick, brick. Nobody boated up, and he flopped this straight to the 6 and collected the money.
So let's see what size Bart Bogart goes here. Now it brings in, he does have the ace of diamonds blocking the nut flush. See what kind of Susan goes about little over about 40% pot. Try to get value, maybe get value from another ace high. Backdoor diamonds come in, and again, both having diamonds. Bart having the ace of diamonds blocker. Been about 40% pot river leading out. Nestor making the call. Yeah. Bart Bogart picking up some value, some much needed chips, up to about 128,000. Now 40 sitting at 42 big blinds. And again, we are taking 10% of this flight. So we are taking approximately 6 players today too. So that's going to be the number. When we get to 18 players, I believe we are doing a table redraw. That's what we did the last tournament. So I'm assuming that's what we're going to do. So there's 21 left on your screen. So you guys do the math. You guys about 3 minutes. You can't change your answer. If you're locked in for an answer, you can't go back and change.
So you're saying the strategy here is wait until the final minute and then give your answer as you...
Yeah, that's actually pretty smart, actually. I would do that if I were them as well.
So we didn't plan that one out very well.
Yeah.
So live and learn for the next drawing.
Yeah, so some of this stuff we're going, oh, what's going on here?
I know, but it's exciting every time it does it.
Yeah.
So nothing new. Visually, if you've never seen the pictures that we've ever gone into the booth with or showing you, it's essentially, we call it the Bat Cave, but it's really just a walk-in closet, I guess, with some monitors on the wall, whole bunch of switchboards in front of us, so some mics around and a couple of headsets. So that's what it looks like. That's what we're in.
Right. So in a blind versus blind scenario, Bart versus Action Ashley, Bart completes the small blind. Action Ashley raising with ace deuce, getting Bart to fold, picking up chips there. Cody Starr, what was your original pick? It was 15, if I'm correct. I'll say pretty soon here. I would imagine as the levels increase and the blinds and the stack depth decreases, probably be going to a full ring table within the next half hour or so, give or take.
Yeah, I would think so. We're right on the verge of it.
Right.
Bart stacking up a little bit more. Danielle's $150,000 birthday bash. It's an exciting weekend. We've been waiting for this. I believe she's finally turning 35. So
Something like that. It's pretty close.
It's got to be. Give or take a year, I think I'm dead on.
Pretty close. And for those of you in the chat, did you guys hire new kitchen staff, or they just brought them in for the tournament?
Oh, no. No. So we have...
is that one of the things I shouldn't have talked about, the surprises?
Oh, yeah. No, you are... Well, now we're going to have to withhold your check.
Okay.
So so we've had a food truck out front for quite a while that has been sitting there. So there's been a red food truck. It's not been operational. They came and picked it up and said that there was a few additions that they want to do, some upgrades to the truck. But we have Wing Snob coming in, and so there's a partnership to make Poker House a Wing Snob location.
Okay.
So kind of a remote location.
Interesting.
They're going to be operating out of the food truck, but they want to finish all the upgrades. It's brand new. So once they have that done, it'll be fully operational. So in the meantime, they have a kitchen team that was ready to go. They weren't prepared for the delay. So they said, well, we're willing to cook out of your current kitchen, and we'll make it work with a abbreviated menu.
Nice. So look at this flop. Action Ashley
all the way around.
Flopping the flush already with the straight flush redraw. Charles with top pair 8 kicker. Adam with open ender. Let's see if Ashley elects to fast play this multi-way or just going to take it slow. She only has 14 big blinds, so I see her getting all her chips in.
Yeah, if there's any kind of bite.
Gonna rip it there on the button for 44.5K, flopping the flush in the open end of straight flush draw. Probably gonna get Adam to fold. Let's see if Charles, when it comes back around, if he's gonna make the call.
Yeah, so if you're on your way to Poker House and you haven't eaten, you don't have to worry about it because we got a full menu. So the portion sizes are massive.
Right.
So all the favorable reviews have been coming in. People are enjoying the food.
So the fact that Charles has no clubs in his hand makes it more likely that either A, Ashley has the flush already or is drawing to a flush.
Right.
And again, her name...
It's in the name.
It's in the name.
Right.
But with that being said, she hasn't been too terribly active on this feature table. She's been relatively short stack, and he does fold. Yeah, good fold.
Yeah.
I think if he had a better kicker, maybe like Jack or Queen, he may make the call there, assuming Action Ashley's on the draw.
Right. Or even just an off club to go with the ace.
Yeah. So, but with him having just only an 8 kicker, there's just so many aces that beat you in that spot. All right, it is 4:02.
Oh, it's official.
It's official.
All right, so the number, we have looked at it now. So who do we have? The number is officially 18 remaining.
The only person that picked 18.
We have a single winner.
Only one winner. There's 3 people that picked 19.
Do we have a drum roll button? I wish we did.
I don't want to press buttons because I don't know anything. But anyway, the winner is Rocio. You are Irene. I don't. Is she in the Dallas DFW area?
Oh, yeah. Rosie's a house staple.
Okay.
So we love Rosie here.
Miss Rosie, you are eligible. So let me write this down.
Woo. Yep.
I have lists down. Every time I'm in the booth, I kind of take notes myself, take notes on what's it called. Okay, so Bart in the hijack, going to raise King Queen suited to 8K when the blinds are small blind 2K, big blind 3K, and big blind ante 3K.
This is 3 hands in the right 3 players having them.
Right.
Congratulations, Rosie. So the first drawing goes to Rosie.
Action Ashley has middle pair with ace kicker, Bart with overs and backdoor diamonds. Gonna bet 11. Ashley gonna bet 11K to 29K. Probably gonna see Deep full with action behind Bart. Let's see if he wants to peel one street.
Bart can get sticky.
Yeah, and there's a lot of turn cards that improve his equity.
Absolutely. That was not one of them.
That was not one of them. So if he elects to check here and Ashley double barrels, gonna get Bart to fold. Oh, checks through on the turn. Jack of diamonds, probably gonna go, maybe go check. Ashley has enough showdown value here. Doesn't like the jack of spades.
I mean, he might be able to fire, a small, decent bet.
Yeah.
Like maybe 21,000, 22,000.
Yeah, and he knows that his king high is probably not good here. Because good guess.
Thank you. Every now and then I get it right accidentally. So
Bart
did look him up.
Yeah, and Bart, knowing that king high is not good, they're electing to turn king queen suited the bluff and action Ashley snap calls. No, that's not a really good board for him. I mean, if he hits a jack on the river, he hits a jack on the river.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good call by Ashley. Now picking up some chips again, up to nearly 50 big blinds at 150K. Bart now down to 26, 28 big blinds. Based off y'all's screen, we have 10 minutes left in level 11 where the small blind is 2K, big blind 3K, big blind ante 3K.
Yep, and we can see it on the board now. Action Ashley rocking 20% on the pre-flop raise chart. Action Ashley and I rocking the same hairdo, I think, currently.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Ashley again. Woke up with pocket jacks. Bart's got 7-8 suited. I would look for these two to fire back and forth a little bit pre-flop. No.
So here's with a hand like, yeah. Oh, wow. Nestor's going to get it all in.
Here we go.
It's going to come back around. Going to get a snap call from Ashley here. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know how Ashley folds to this. I think she
can
destined to call.
Especially with him only having.
Stack.
Yeah, so going to come back around and snap call. She's going to see that she's up against queens. Luckily, it's not going to cost her a significant portion of her stack. Still probably going to have about 30-something big blinds.
Oh, top set for Nestor. In action, Ashley cannot catch up.
Yeah. Nestor not picking up chips up to 26 big blinds. Has been the short stack at this feature table. Finding ways to just scrap and fight and claw and still staying in here.
And that's what it is. That's what you have to do. Yep, we can hear him counting it down.
As Brian's get the chip counts correct, we now have 18 players remaining in this flight, just a few minutes away from hitting level 12. When that blind level hits, it'll be 2K small blind, 4K big blind, and a 4K big blind ante. Again, we are cutting to the top 10%. So 6 players from this flight will be bagging and tagging and making it to day 2.
All right. So we're going solo for a few minutes. Eddie gets a much-needed break, and we're just going to see what transpires here. Hope for some fireworks so we can tell him that he missed out on all the best action. Yet again. So we've got Bart now with the pocket pair with pocket eights. Action Ashley with king jack suited. Much to her namesake. We know that she likes to play hands, and this is right in her range to want to mix it up. And as expected, it comes down to these two. It's King Kong versus Godzilla. And we can see Action Ashley. She flops top pair with pair kings. And we know just 3 hands ago, Bart made an attempt to try and pick up a pot and steal it from her on the river with a moderate bluff, and she snipped it out and snap called it. So I imagine we're going to see a little bit of a revenge hand here. Diamonds coming through. So Bart now has some equity on the diamonds. He's 4 to a flush. Action Ashley does not have a diamond in her hand. She's suited with 2 hearts. Still has top pair. Bart is drawing to a diamond that he probably would not be too excited about. And it does not come. We see that Ashley has the best hand with kings and sixes. Jack kicker. It goes check, check. Showdown. We're going to see Action Ashley wins another pot. This has been her level, without a doubt. Brad, thank you for watching. Welcome to the stream. We're taking the final 10% of every flight. So also, the 10% will come back to day 2 in the money. We are paying out 10% of the field, so you will return in the money on day 2. If you're enjoying this stream, let us know. If you have any suggestions or things that you'd like to see in future streams, please tell us. We do this stream for our members, for our players, for our viewers, so we'd like to accommodate and give you what it is you'd like to see. And the idea is, because it's so complicated to run one of these streams, there's many moving parts, there's a lot of technicality behind the scenes. It takes a tremendously skilled team to perform it and operate it properly. And you guys have seen some of our missteps, what we've learned along the way. But the reason why other streams don't really focus on either small events or day ones or 1-2 games, as you've seen us do, is primarily because of just how complicated it is to run a stream properly. So we're trying to take a different approach and give the everyday player an opportunity to get their moment on TV. So if you're enjoying these streams, please let us know. Tell us. We'll use that to decide if we are doing something that you guys are enjoying, that you like participating in, so that we can continue doing it, or change direction and do something different. But what we don't want to do is do what everyone is doing for the simple sake that that's what's being done. We want to innovate. We want to come up with our own ideas and really just kind of lead a trail down our own path that makes people excited to be participating in what Poker House is offering.
And here we are in this hand. Charles all in for 30K with Jack 10 suited. Bart Bogart with pocket 8s and Action Ashley under the gun with ace 3 suited.
Will Play says, let's go, Ashley. Of course, Ashley has played on many streams and many events, has her own fan following that's out there in DFW and probably beyond.
So they're all going to make the call. We're going to go through. It's a flop with a side pot brewing.
We will have additional action coming along. Yet again, we have Barton, Action Ashley going heads up in a side pot. Charles all in with 10-jack suited.
Charles looking to triple up here. Oh, on a monotone board. Definitely this flop is going to go check, check. And again, with the opportunity to bust out a player potentially, a lot of times you like to see players go check, check to potentially ensure that what they don't know is that Bart has the best when he rivers the flush.
He connected, yeah.
Yeah, so he gets the triple up. Oh, that's not correct. Oh, Bart triples up. I'm sorry.
Bart takes the side pot.
I'm sorry. I misread the hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
I
and
announced
he connects all of it.
Yeah, I definitely misannounced that hand. So Charles eliminated. I thought Charles had the pocket 8s. It was Bart with the pocket 8s.
Right.
So he picks up more chips. It gets him up to about 43 big blinds. Ashley now at 35 big blinds. So did you answer Brad's question?
Yeah, so we're going down to 10%.
10%. So this flight, 6 players.
Yep. Will says he loves the 1-2 and the 2-5 games, the only live stream for smaller stakes. That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
That is by design. Now, it doesn't mean we're not going to do big stakes and we're not going to do other crazy tournaments and other things, but we are certainly not going to stop focusing on small stake games as well every week.
And our 1-2 game is our staple here.
It is.
So it's a 1-2 500 cap. So right now, so I walked out there and the room is ridiculously busy right now.
That's the energy in the room. I'm telling you, it's palpable. It's incredible.
So Flight 2 is already underway, has about 22, 23 players.
Nice.
So nice start. Again, 4 p.m. on a Thursday with rush hour coming. So,
oh, yeah.
You know, with another 3 or 4 hours of open registration, probably going to get a number of players that are going to late reg. Oh, Adam here picking up Pocket Kings and +1 makes it 12K.
Yeah, for Friday Eve, we have all the best things going for us. I'm surprised there's not like a cart of Jello shots out there, the way it feels. You would think it's a holiday weekend, which I guess it is.
Yeah.
It is for us.
Good heads up, Barton. The smaller Pocket Deuce is looking to set mine.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely not going to get a ton of action here.
Deuces is easy to get away from here, luckily.
I like to see Adam check this flop.
And try and let it catch
there you
up.
go. And I like that check a lot. Has this board pretty locked up. Maybe get Bart to make a move.
Sure.
Induce a bluff. Bets half pot on after the flop goes check, check. Now, Bart can peel one street here after the check on the flop. Could be putting on a hand like ace, jack, ace, queen. Pocket deuces is still ahead of those hands.
Bart is so stingy with his chips. I can't see him continuing.
I agree. I agree, but definitely I wouldn't have faulted him for
Not at all.
not at all after checking that flop. Again, Adam flopping top set on a relatively dry board. Now, that 5-6 is a little better for Bart. Now, you don't like calling those types of hands unless you have pocket 5s, pocket 6s in the small blind.
Right.
You know, if you're going to be calling from the small blind, you're going to want to have middling pocket pairs, maybe some suited connectors or hand like king, queen, ace 10. Here we go with new players, and we are now down to 18 on a full table redraw. Have a number of players joining us.
Finally.
Yeah, Frankie from Next Gen.
All right.
Just saw him sitting down. I know he had a good start to this flight A.
Yes, he did.
And he actually set us up. I'll show you, Matt. It's really cool. He came in earlier. I didn't realize he had done this because they're so good with YouTube that he set up these. I'll show you real quick. Bring it up. Anyway, he said if you were to go to YouTube and you see the thumbnail, he created all these thumbnails for us. So it was really neat of him. Came in here on the break. He came in and said, "Hey, this is how you do this." Blah blah blah. Blah. Oh, Rocio, you won. You are the winner of the T-shirt.
We announced it.
Yeah.
Clearly, you were multitasking, so you did not get to hear it. You are the winner. Congratulations. So
you
we
get
have
a
merchandise
T-shirt.
waiting for you.
T-shirt, koozie, something. I don't even know what we have in there. I just asked if I could give away stuff. And I got the thumbs up.
You've got stuff.
Here you go. One of our new assistant tournament directors. Oh, he's with the bow tie. How does that look? I think when I buy suits, he's Iliud.
Are you gonna emulate that?
Yeah, I was gonna go bow tie, but he took my play away from me.
I mean, you guys can be the bow tie boys.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, start the new trend.
Here we now full ring on this table. Now we're going to have a little bit of action, more hands to commentate. Oh. Pre-flop cards. No one with much of anything here. Adam under the gun with pocket 7s. The only one with really anything. Makes it 11K when the blinds are 2K, 4K with a 4K big blind ante. Yeah, Nestor here not having anything to defend with. You know, if you're going to defend the big blind, you're going to want to defend with a pretty strong hand against an under the gun open. So if it was a late position open, somewhere from the cutoff or the button itself could defend that hand potentially. Maybe early on in the tournament again, as the levels increase and the stack depths decrease, you kind of want to be tighter with your calling range and defending range from the big blind. So Nestor folding 9-4 suited.
Next Gen Poker, I guess, is Frankie. So representing.
Yeah. And talking about that in between the hands, talk about what that partnership with the Next Gen Poker guys has done for Poker House, for them individually.
Yeah. So this is I guess, a wonderfully symbiotic relationship. There's two different brands going on. For those that are aware in DFW, Next Gen Poker has been around now for a handful of years, and they've been building up their content pages. They've been streaming now quite a number of hands. They'll give hand analysis, and it's my understanding it's 3 very engaging. I got to stop calling them kids because they're not kids.
They're kids relative to us, man.
They could be our children,
Yeah.
for sure, but they're not kids. They're actually all young men. Some of the most enthusiastic, I think, joyful young men I've been around in quite a while. The energy that they bring to the room and just to poker in general has been infectious. I've enjoyed being around them. They have a lot of wonderful ideas. So they wanted to participate, and they wanted to be a part of a room, and they came in and asked if we could create some synergy.
Yeah.
So, and part of what they were requesting is they have a lot of ideas, and they wanted to have a platform and a home base that they could experiment and try out some of their ideas. So, yeah, it couldn't have been a better marriage, I think.
Yeah, and I feel like we give those guys a lot of autonomy to build their brand, but it also gives us, just because of the range of people that they reach from a poker perspective, definitely helps our brand as well. So
they've spent quite a while cultivating their player list and their viewership.
And after this hand develops, looks like we have some hands to talk about a little funny conversation that we had. I've said it a couple of weeks ago when you and I were in the chat. Tammy actually must be on break because she's commenting in the chat. Next Gen is awesome. Frankie's a sweetheart. So one of the traveling dealers here from Iowa. Oh, hold on. Let me get into this action.
Look at this hand.
I'm in deep with 6s under the gun. Chris Mays with ace-queen suited, 24 big blinds under the gun +1. Could have looked to just re-rip it. Oh, it doesn't. I don't know what's going on. Bart with ace-king in late position.
The hair in C2 is something else.
Yo,
yeah, that takes a lot of conditioner.
Man, poker, if I could grow my hair like that, that would be like, oh my gosh, look at this flop here.
If I could grow hair like that. Yeah.
Yeah, if you could grow hair, would be probably the.
There it is.
Not even like that.
There
Just
it
if
is.
you could grow hair.
What does the shampoo aisle look like these days?
Bart Bogart flopping top pair, top kicker. Chris Mays with pair of queens, ace kicker, backdoor diamonds. I'm in deep still with bottom 6s below the board. Next Gen folds with a gutter to a straight. It's going to probably go heads up.
I mean, can we one time ask for a diamond on the turn just to create some chaos?
Get some sweat.
That's
here.
all I want.
5 of hearts on the turn changes nothing. And both of these players are short. Yeah.
Same. Story of my life.
Rip and a call.
Here we go. So Chris is trying to I was going to say trying to catch up.
Yeah.
I got absorbed into the hand, and Trip Kings will take the hand.
And there we go. Bogart do. Oh, somebody hit the
camera.
Yes.
So maybe the podium or the stanchion.
The truss. Somebody hit the truss.
That's what that is.
So
I knew eventually I'd get the word right.
Did you know that we accidentally bought the incorrect size for the truss for the overhead cam? So I have to send it back.
I did not know that. All right.
It was fun. I put it together, and it's sitting on the ground for like 6 hours. And I walk over. I'm like, Eric, it's not going to fit. He's like, what are you talking about? And he walks over. He's like,
it wasn't big enough?
Yeah, it wasn't long enough. We got the wrong size. And he's like, I guess we'll figure something out for the stream. But obviously, we're not doing the overhead cam. Look, we got 55 viewers in the chat now.
We're growing.
Everybody's starting to get off work. So
I like it. Yeah, I'm glad that you didn't mention that in the chat because I don't think we have the proper level of maturity to have handled that conversation.
Right. So again, for those viewers in the chat, thank you for joining in. You are joining us mid-flight, Flight A of Daniel's 150K birthday bash. We are sitting in level 12 where the small blind's 2K, big blind 4K, and big blind 4K. Again, 62 players in this specific flight, cutting down to the top 10%. So 6 players will be bagging and tagging, making day 2 restart at 1 p.m. Oh, look, Poker Monkey says he's going to be coming in the poker house this week.
There it is. Well, we look for you. This is the place to be. The weather's getting colder. No reason to be outside right now. It's not Halloween yet. Come join us.
Going to be going heads up.
Tammy's absolutely right. So this is a wise woman. If you're watching the chat, she knows what she's talking about. I wouldn't disagree with her on any of this. She says, make sure to like, follow, and share. Real friends don't let friends miss poker streams.
I agree with that. She's become one of my favorites. She's a sweetheart.
After saying that, if she can edit this and say real friends don't let friends miss poker house poker streams, then she's truly my favorite. I can be bought.
I'm trying to get Tammy to move down here and deal down here in Dallas.
I love it. We're growing.
Down to 17 players, so 11 away from making day 2. When we get to the final table for this flight, we will be putting them all on this featured table, doing a table redraw for seats and a redraw for. Do you guys redraw for the button, or is it going to start in the 9 seat?
Usually, so when they redraw the final 2 tables or the final table.
Okay.
Yeah, so if they redraw the final 2 tables, one table will redraw the button and the other table will match it.
Gotcha. Action Ashley.
Captain Under Paris says Tammy is awesome. Met her on Sunday. That's true. Can't say it enough. Tammy is awesome. There's a lot of great people that have come into town to help us with this tournament. We appreciate all of them dropping everything and heading our way just to make sure that we are fully staffed up. We're ready for any level of rush of people coming in. Oh, here we go. You can hear Chris Mays in the background commenting that he is ahead. Queen 5 versus Jack 10. Neither hand is suited. It's heads up with no more action.
Still ahead.
Oh, he's open-ended now. And Queen High wins this hand like a boss.
Now up to 8 big blinds. Going to be moving into the small blind. So going to be paying the small blind here. Going to be able to see another full orbit pretty much after the next hand. Looking for a spot to maybe potential double up.
Oh, Jared says our audio is not loud enough. All right. We'll make sure to project a little bit.
I turned it up as well.
Oh, even better.
As soon as I saw that, I turned it up.
I forget. So when the microphone is in front of me, I'll start talking lower and lower because what I don't want to do is blow your eardrums out.
Yeah, they'll let us know.
So, okay, fantastic. Because otherwise I go into the deep, smoky room voice.
Right.
So you have to catch me.
Here are VPIP statistics. Action Ashley living up to her name with the highest VPIP with 38%. Brad Bork saying Chris Mays is loud enough. Touche. I love Chris Mays, though. He's a good guy. Definitely good for DFW.
We have, look, all right. So the potential for another hand here. We've got some newcomers. So I've seen Amandeep now with this 9-10 suited, I think, at least 4 different times, and he has not played it once yet. It makes me cringe a little bit every time. To me, that's a great hand in position to really go to battle with.
Yeah, definitely folds him on the butt off and opens it to 10K. Both the small blind and the big blind call going 3 ways to the flop with 34K in the pot.
Oh, Chris ships it again.
Chris auto ships it again. This is kind of a board that's really good for him, defending the big blind.
Yeah, I like the move. I mean, I think it's wise. When you see a flop like that, it does not play to most people's ranges.
Yep.
Things the calculated risk. He's
Definitely,
playing.
yeah, has like a lot of the 5-6s, 4-6 suited, 6-7 suited type hands there, completing from the big blind.
And there you go. As you can see, we're still at 17. Started with 62 in flight 1. We are doing 2 flights today, tomorrow, and Saturday. It's going to be 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. all 3 days. Day 2 will come back on Sunday at 1 p.m. for the restart. and each flight has a just a little bit over a 4-hour registration period. You can hear Ashley commenting on Chris Mays coming up from 4K to his current stack. He has definitely built his way back. So he is not making it easy for them to knock him out. He's building his stack back, playing the short stack really tremendously well.
Brad, there was not just a double bag promo. There's a multiple bag promo. So
there is a multi-bag promo. Let's talk about this. Brad, if you didn't know, I'm disappointed that our marketing team has not reached you. So I know you're a player in the Dallas area, so you constantly support us. We appreciate it. The multi-bag is $3,000. So it's not just a double bag. You can bag every single event played. If you bag all the events, your biggest bag moves forward to day 2. Your subsequent bags, even if they only have 1 chip, will be paid out at $3,000 per bag. So there you have it. There's plenty of reasons to come in and play every flight. If you've got nothing else going on, especially, come take advantage of this. It's money just sitting in the prize pool waiting to be claimed. We've got a hand brewing. Chris Mays all in yet again with ace deuce. Goes all in for $58,000. We see Colt now with pocket kings. He calls. Here we go. Action's complete.
Ace is live, though. Still got about 41%.
Ace is live.
Flops an ace, and oh my goodness.
Wow.
Look at Chris looking for him to make a run.
Good going.
Well, when he was down to 4 big blinds, has now picked up some chips over the last 15, 20 minutes. Now sitting at 33 big blinds, 134,000.
Hey, from 4,000 to 134,000. This is incredible. Brad, yes. OMG.
With 17 players left in this flight. Again, we are now underway into 30 minutes into flight 2, flight B of the Danielle's 150K birthday bash. Currently have 35 players in that flight with 4 hours left in the registration.
There we go.
Again, $500 buy-in.
Yep.
Start with 40K. Cut to the top 10%, making day 2 restart at 1 p.m.
And this is a really patient structure.
Yeah.
So it does not rush along. You have plenty of time to play.
There's a couple levels early on that are skipped that you see, some other places that would have, but still overall good structure. And again, when you compact 2 flights in one day, you have to make it, instead of having like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 flights,
And you conceivably have the day in front of you to navigate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having 1 flight per day makes it, I bet you Bart Bogart fires every flight as well.
I would be surprised if he doesn't. And also, not only does he fire every flight, but of the players that has the potential to multi-bag, he would be in my short list.
He's definitely on my short list, so it's a multi-bag.
Yeah. Yeah, and once again, we still have 8 cash tables going. So there's 5 1-2 tables right now in the room. It's a 100 to 500 buy-in range. It plays very much like the traditional Vegas 1-3, if that's what you're looking for.
It does not play like Vegas 1-3.
Has Vegas gone really tight?
Vegas has gone super tight. Texas, yeah.
I ended up on a 1-3 table with Rampage, of all people. And that game, the smallest stack at that table was 6,000.
Were you playing at the Nugget?
So we were playing at Encore.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that was so maybe my perspective was skewed.
Yeah. It's so funny because when I was in Vegas for 2 months and I played cash, people are like, I would wear either a Poker House Dallas, sweatshirt or champion sweater from Kim and Hayden, and like, where's that? Based out of Texas. Like, I hear the action's pretty good in Texas. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good.
It's quite the understatement. Yeah. Speaking of Kim and Hayden, where are they?
One of them is one of them's firing at some point this week, I think.
I've enjoyed their participation now. I was hoping that they'd be coming in.
They're definitely grinding right now.
I can imagine.
So Nestor here on the blind versus blind scenario, flopping top pair with King Kicker.
Captain Under Pairs correcting me, saying the 1-2 here does not play like in Vegas.
Never plays like Vegas.
And like I said, my perspective, I think, is skewed. I ended up on a table with Rampage, and that was one of the most aggressive 1-3 games I think I had ever seen. And I enjoyed every minute of it. But
yeah, it's definitely fun. I remember the first time I went to Vegas post-divorce, I'd been playing in Houston, where in Houston, most of the games there are 1-3 match the stack. So here, well, here in Dallas, and very similar to Austin, so here in Dallas, a lot of the rooms are 1-2 500 cap. Austin, the 1-2, there's a 300 cap. San Antonio has this cool room rounders that's 1-2 match 75% of the biggest stack, but in Houston, it's just 1-3 match the stack.
right.
And so, who's on the mic today? It's me, Eddie the Asian Sensation, and Mr. Matt Osborne, co-general manager, Brad.
Hello, Dallas.
Yeah. So,
Resorts World. Okay, so we did manage to go to Resorts World. We did not get to play there.
Beautiful facility.
It
beautiful
is. It's a little bit of a trek to get to, so it's not traditional strip.
Yeah, closer
but
towards down to the Circus.
That's right.
And the Strat.
It is one of the most exquisite properties I think I've seen in quite a while, and I wish we had more time to actually peruse it and see the things that they had to offer. We didn't get to play at all. We were there for some networking with the convention.
Oh, and look at this hand developing. Adam in the big blind flopping a full house with Colt having an overpair grips.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Definitely going to come back around. Adam's going to snap call.
Yeah. Yeah, easy game. Colt felt very confident with the pocket 10s. Little did he know. Now he's looking for a very sneaky 10 to pop up and save him.
Both players all in.
No 10 comes to the rescue, and Adam takes the win.
Yeah, and Colt eliminated from this tournament.
Yep.
The good hair. I'm sure he's going to fire another bullet or two in this tournament. Adam F. picking up chips, now sitting at 290K, 1,072 big blinds. As you can tell, it's going to be 16 once it's been official that Colt has been eliminated.
Yep.
So down to 16 players. Once we get down to 9 players, it will be the final table of this final table for Flight A, where we'll be cutting down to 6 players.
We are, and we are going to be streaming, once again, every flight post-registration closing.
All right. So what's the over-under on us? I don't know if it's going to be you. It's definitely going to be me. What's the over-under on me being in the booth this evening? Let's make that a game.
For how long or just in general?
How late?
Oh, how late? Oh.
2:30,
Let's
2:45?
See. Yeah, 8, 10, 12. I'm going to say you...
Well, so
I'm going to go conservative and say that you get out at 2 o'clock.
Okay, so just for transparency's sake, 36 players so far, 34 remaining, just 3 minutes into level 2. So we have 62 on this flight.
And that seems probably about right. That's a
Yeah.
reasonable number. I think we're going to get consistently somewhere around that number for the night flight as well.
Yeah, I would imagine that as well. Now, the thing is, once you start getting to like 10, 12 players start tightening up a little bit, picking their spots. Oh, coming around the next gen.
Yeah,
Let's see what Nestor does if he rips it here on the button with pocket 8s after an open from the hijack from Bart with King 10 suited.
Yeah, I think for scheduling purposes, we projected each flight to be about 8 hours. So I'm going to put you at a 2 o'clock stop. Maybe, would you say, 10-minute delay, so 2:15.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's where I'm setting the bar.
2:30. Let's see what Nestor does here. This is a hand to a late position open.
We've got Mr. Scott in the box.
Yeah. Minnesota Scott.
Minnesota.
And I like this move by Frankie. A lot from the big blind.
So he doesn't have a lot in his chip stack, but he has enough to be dangerous, and it's not a snap call.
Right. And here's the thing. With the suited ace, you're blocking hands that have premium holding properties, blocking hands, obviously pocket aces, ace king, ace queen. You're probably coin flipping against
Smart
a lot
move,
of hands.
Well
Good,
played.
Well played by Frankie from Next Gen Poker, picking up some chips there, pushing his stack up to 27 big blinds, using the big blind 3-bet jamming. So it was an original open from from Bart in the hijack with King 10 suited. Nestor just flatting on the button with pocket eights. Now, if that was me with 12 big blinds to a late position open, eights is generally a jam on the button.
Yeah, especially with that stack.
Especially with that stack size, because you're not going to see a lot of spots coming around where you have a pocket pair.
Absolutely.
So then when it comes back to Frankie, I think by virtue of him just ripping it there, obviously got Bart to fold, knowing that there was a player behind him that called his original pre-flop raise. So 56 views in the chat. Thanks you for liking, subscribing. Again, if you are new to the chat or new to this room or you're cheering on somebody specifically, let us know. Now, with that being said, we will be giving away free merchandise in this back half of the stream when we get to break, which will be in about 15, 16, 17 minutes. We will not be taking the break off because I remember one comment last tournament.
We learned
that if we took a break here in the booth that we lose viewership. So we will continue to commentate from the booth.
We will. So it'll show our creativity and our content preparation.
So
we will not leave you hanging. So once the tournament goes to break, don't leave us.
Yeah,
Stick around and interact.
I think Eric may come in here and fix a couple things because I know he's getting some feedback or listening to himself. He's working on some tournament stuff right now. Getting some feedback. Going to probably mess around with the audio a little bit. But actually, I think we start a brand new stream for the back half. I don't remember off the top of my head, but we may be actually starting a brand new stream.
All right, so we see Chris Mays. He now has pocket jacks in this hand. Nobody else has anything yet that we've seen to really defend against him. So I can't imagine a whole lot coming along. I can't see any of these hands.
No song and dance by Eddie.
I don't know.
What a big bet by Chris there.
I've heard some karaoke stories.
Yeah,
Eddie is not afraid to perform.
Definitely good at karaoke. I am Filipino, so you're not going to ever go to a Filipino party without a karaoke machine or microphone.
You're Asian?
Something like that.
Fair enough.
That's why they call me the Asian sensation, ladies and gentlemen.
I've heard that term. He is available, so if you're listening and you're single, by all means.
Only reason I'm in the booth is I'm using the platform to find me the future Mrs. Batinga. So
it's another feature that we offer here at PhD.
It's the reason they started the live stream to help with my dating life. Appreciate it for spending all these thousands and thousands of dollars to find me my next wife.
No stone unturned.
Yeah. Here we go. Bart Bogart under the gun. King Queen gonna open. Gonna make it 12K 3X.
Oh, Frankie. It's Frankie's turn for jacks.
29 big blinds.
Yeah, look at this.
Let's see if he rips it here.
With his stack, I just feel like you have to.
It's a weird stack size. I would probably say that my game is better geared towards tournaments. And I will say the toughest thing about tournament poker, at least for me, is navigating blind stack depth between 30 and 50 big blinds.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you call a raise, it has to be a small-sized raise so that you still have enough back in your stack to be threatening.
Yeah.
You don't
want to. I love the move by Frankie. Again, these guys from next gen are relatively new to poker. Only been playing poker 2 to 3 years. So the how their game has just developed over the years. This is a really, really next gen level move here. Yeah. I like the move. That's definitely, 10s, maybe even 9s there. I'll have to check the pre-flop charts, but I'm pretty sure that's a standard jam with 29, 30 big blinds. Again, a very fun and active table. Can you guys hear the audio from the table? I know we made some adjustments to the table audio mics, but when we did that earlier today, we couldn't hear us in the booth, Matt and I, so... Again, just a few minutes away from. You cannot hear the table mic. Just a few minutes away from a 15-minute break where the players are just going to go hang out and take some time and regroup, rechat, or refresh and kick back a little bit. Probably 15, 16 left, I guess. At the end, the conclusion of this hand, we'll see updated chip counts, updated number of players in this flight. Folds all the way back to the round to the blinds. On the blind versus blind scenario, small blind's going to raise it to 10K, going to get Bart to fold. Mark picking up the big blind ante, now up to 24K. I'm sorry, 24 big blinds, 97.5K in chips. $14 remaining. 2 minutes left in this level. Okay, so Poker, I hear that as well. She sounds a little muffled as well.
And again, these are all upgrades that we'll be working on. So we were hoping to have them in place prior to this stream, but because like all things, when we there's no true textbook on buy these things to do your stream, and it works perfectly. So we are a little bit challenged in that we're navigating the hurdles when we upgrade or add new features. We have to troubleshoot it, get it all to run together and coordinate properly. We have one of the best in the business here now in-house with Eric the Almighty Anderson, so we're fortunate that there's nobody better to do the troubleshooting and get us to the quality level that we're expecting to have.
Okay.
All right. Speaking of, the guru himself is walking in. He's putting on the headset. He's now going to bring us all the gems and joy of what's going on in the real world.
All right. So let's turn this back on.
There we go.
Oh, so we're not done.
We're not done. No. So
Okay.
we
We
now
got a
know
couple
with
minutes
you
left.
in here that we're about to be at a break.
Yes.
So you get to close us out.
Beautiful. How do you like the new setup?
This is great. So the graphics here, I think, are super clean. It's vivid. It's easy to follow along.
I need to make the pots bigger.
Yes.
The chip size bigger. Yep.
Yep, I agree. And then the other feature we noticed that we miss being here in the booth is that we don't get to see when people like the stream now. It doesn't pop up. So we were hoping that we could
that's okay.
implore you to turn that
Yep.
on for us.
Yep, no problem. I'm going to click that right now.
It's a nice feature to engage with.
That is a...
The viewers that have been watching, though, this has been a great stream. They've been participating.
Let's see. That is in here. I'll let you... Yeah, there's 20 seconds left on break. What we're going to do is turn off this stream.
Okay.
And then in 15 minutes, come back with a new stream. We're not going to switch tables because there's only like 14 people left, and I didn't want to switch all the people just to have them combine in 3 people.
That makes perfect sense. All right, so you guys hear it now. The table is not going to switch. So real-time update, and we are not going to sit through the break like we were planning. So we're going to take the true break and switch to stream number 2.
Yep, and stream number 2 might last, 45 minutes.
Right.
We don't know.
And then there'll be a short amount of downtime, and then we'll come back and do it again for the night flight. So, which is already in progress. There's probably, at a guess, about 3.5, almost 4 hours left in registration. So, in the 4 p.m. flight, so you have plenty of time to come on down and join us if you want to play. Once again, $500 buy-in, $40,000 in chips.
Hey, just for fun, if somebody's listening right now, share the stream for me. I want to make sure that I added this correctly. So if you're out there and you want to see your name up here, just click on share, and let me see how it pops up. Yeah, this looks so nice. I like that.
This is so clean. Having our Poker House colors, this looks great. And it's just one more iteration of professionalism.
Next Gen Poker.
I know.
Chris
Frankie's
Mays still in it. Excellent.
He went from 4,000 to, at last check, I saw him at 134,000.
Right. So we are done. They're on break. I'm going to hit end stream, and we're going to come back in about 15 minutes. So we'll see you guys in 15 minutes.
Thank you guys for joining us. See you shortly.